Hi everyone, this is Monte Hueftle, your mind-body behavioral change coach for tension myositis syndrome. In this second educational session, I am providing you the three big, huge keys that you can immediately begin to practice, which can automatically render this pain disorder useless and eliminate your symptoms. So let's briefly recap what we learned in session number 2. TMS is a disorder that produces pain and other symptoms. The cause is inner tension or inner stress. A person, through their behavior and thought patterns, generates inner tension. This gets communicated to our nervous system, and through oxygen deprivation, the biochemical event in our body, symptoms, pain, are produced. So the first step in reversing these disorders is becoming aware of them, and you've begun that process. Next, we have to begin to accept that inner tension is the cause. All of us accept a tension headache, and we all accept emotions causing an upset stomach. Each of these display the mind-body relationship perfectly. So we're going to take that same understanding and we're going to apply it to other types of physical pain and symptoms in our body. In TMS, in almost every case, you may have first experienced your symptom while engaged in a physical movement or an activity. So understand this experience has served as a trigger to initiate the pain in a particular area of your body. For example, I received piriformis pain while training for a big marathon. We all hear all the time about how someone has thrown their back out or they develop spasms while bending over and picking something up. Or we wake up from sleep in the morning and we have a sore neck or shoulder. We all are conditioned to immediately think that our body is out of alignment in some way, or we have a slipped disc, a pinched nerve, tight muscles, or some type of overtraining or overwork in our body. Yes, we all have been conditioned to look for a physical cause, and this includes most of the medical profession. They are trained to look for a physical cause, look at your symptoms, and provide a physical treatment. So an important question for you: have your physical treatments fixed your pain? And I want you to think about that. And now we're going to talk about the three big, huge keys that you can begin to implement right now. Big, huge key number 1, practice thinking psychological. Here's what this means. Pain is a signal to think about how you are being. Where are your thoughts? Are you stressed? What is going on with the mental, emotional part of you? Are you putting a lot of internal pressure on yourself? So check your type A qualities and see if you are in one of them. But this practice is the most important one to accept and begin to implement in your life. Think psychological. Big, huge key number 2, stop all physical treatments aimed to fix an injured body. Now this is a tough one because of the way we are conditioned and because our highly trained medical professionals have told us or they've showed us in an x-ray our injured or broken body and they've prescribed a treatment to fix it. So again, we're communicating back to this disorder. Big, huge key number 2, stop all treatments that are aimed to fix your injured body. And again, ask yourself the question, have the treatments that you've been having done, have they healed or have they fixed your body? So big, huge key number 3, resume normal physical activities. Walk, run, bend over, re-engage in your normal activities. What have you stopped doing because of your symptoms in this pain disorder? Begin to resume those activities. So when we sincerely practice these 3 big, huge keys, we begin to reverse this disorder. So many of you are asking why. Well, remember, the cause in these disorders is inner tension. And this can be our conscious behavior and thoughts, and it can be our feelings which we are holding in and avoiding. The pain symptoms, what we're feeling in our body, are keeping us away from these mental and emotional factors. They're trying to protect us. I want you to really get this. In these disorders, the pain is serving as a distraction to protect us from unpleasant feelings. When we think psychological, when we stop the fix-it treatments, and when we resume normal activities, we are no longer being distracted, and the pain symptoms no longer have a reason to exist. So this is quite a phenomenal process, and the results are simply spectacular when you genuinely engage and sincerely begin to practice these 3 keys for reversing this disorder. So right now, some of you need to digest this information. It's totally new to you. It's going to seem a little bit strange. So I want you to reflect back now on your history, your pain body history of symptoms, of what you've been told was wrong with you, what you did for treatments, and how they worked. So it's just a good practice now to reflect back and also look at the inner tension or stress, things that were going on in your life when you were feeling or having these pain episodes. So again, thank you for joining me in this second session where we talk about the 3 big, huge keys that you can begin immediately to implement once you accept the inner tension cause, and it will begin to reverse this disorder. In our next session, in section 3, we're going to go more in depth into this pain strategy because it is the number 1 reason why people do not reverse this disorder and why they do not heal. They continue to feed the pain strategy in some way. So that's what we're going to talk about. Thank you for joining me today. And as always, if you need more information, go to www.runningpain.com. Thank you again.